I don't use any kind of a holder. I just kind of not very good at making these videos, but I do make them. So today, right here, this is a cam sensor, and I believe the one on this truck is starting to fail. It does shut off periodically, and then you hit it and starts right back up. That's a common problem with these trucks. I cleaned a couple other things up. We replaced some other parts on it. We had a fuel pickup pump or fuel pump that was not working. Let's see if I got that right here. I hoard and save everything. I'm sorry. It's just a so anyway, so this would be the fuel pickup pump, and it basically has a little cam head that sits in here, and this sits down in the engine like so. So the two fuel pickups are in and out, and there is the primary on the back. It was leaking out the weep hole, which is right here, and causing it to lose fuel pressure at times and shut off. That's not the complete problem with it, but that's one of them. There's only 80,000 miles on this truck, and that's what it was. So it had the valley full of fuel all the time. So yesterday, I haven't shot a video in a while. I've been busy at work, and then when I get home and get up here to do some work on some of my equipment. So I did a brake job on our 14-foot PJ trailer. It's got about a 15,500 pound GVW. Use it primarily for construction debris and our regular customers that have us pick up their trash. And it is generally pulled with this, but right now it's being pulled with the Dodge with the Cummins in it. So this is what we use. This truck came from Massachusetts. Apparently, it did have a dump box on it. I took the dump box off it. It came with a dump box and a V-blade on it. It had 70,000 miles on it. It apparently, from what the information was that I got with it, it came from the Boston College University. It was used as one of their maintenance trucks and plowing their parking lots and stuff. It had low miles on it. We've done a considerable amount of work to it. Just maintenance. It was their spare for a while and then got sold in an auction. A dealership bought it, and we ended up with the dealership. They had 3 of them. We bought this one. So, and then I had a question from one of my few viewers. What are used for tools? So I use basic tools. I don't have this great big fancy garage. I'll show you what I do have. So in order to lay them out for air tools that I use almost every day when I'm working on something, I do have some electric DeWalt impacts, drills, that kind of stuff. But this is my first ever impact. I don't even know the name of it. It may have been a Harbor Freight or something. My parents gave it to me back when I was a kid. I've had this 35 years or better. The next one is a Craftsman I bought from Craftsman. It still works. I do not use these anymore, but I mean, all these work. I do plug them in once in a while, put chucks in them and run them, and they still work. This one is a Northern Tool, and this is a really good gun. This one's worked extremely well. This one I inherited. A buddy of mine, his wife gave it to me after he had passed away. It was his favorite air ratchet. It works phenomenal. For the size of this thing, it's got more power than all these other 3 that I just showed you. I do use it. It is, let's see if it'll focus on it. Let me stop shaking. Nope, not gonna. So it's Ingersoll and Ram. And then I have my air cap. This is the largest gun I have. It uses for the uses a lot bigger hose, uses a 3/4 inch hose on it. We use this to take off the wheels on like the backhoes, the dump trucks, the larger piece of equipment. I have actually had to use it to remove some bolts on spring housings and things like that that we wanted to keep without torching it. So, and that's what I kind of do with that. Let me go down to here. Some of the other basic tools. I have the larger impact set there. I have a small impact set there. This is my oldest impact set that came from it's a Chicago tool. No, this one's Cummings Tool Sale. Probably 25 years ago I bought that, and it works awesome. Even when they're making cheap tools, they made good tools for cheap tools back in the day. Some of the other things I use is this little air. Yeah, it's an air tool that vibrates, you know, for putting out rivets. It has different kinds of uses, from cutting to just hammering. It's an air hammer. We use that quite a bit. I do have a little air grinder for multi-surfaces, where like on heads or exhaust, flanges or anything kind of that. I do have a couple air ratchets, a angled air drill, always necessary, a little body saw, and my Cobalt air cutoff lift, which I use a lot where I can't get the big grinders yet, which I use you know, DeWalt tools, a lot of DeWalt tools. If you look around, you'll see a lot of DeWalt tools here. I also have 4-inch grinders. I have a 7-inch grinder and a DeWalt cutoff, you know, reciprocal. Here's a chop saw. Probably seen it in some of the videos, kicking around on the floor. It works excellent. Over on the bench over there, you can see behind the drill press, which I do have a drill press. It was a closeout sale at Tractor Supply. I bought that. It works great. Some various drills here. There's the bottom drawer right there. It's full of a lot of drills. So basically, hand tools. 40 years of collecting tools. I am missing a socket, and I'm not sure where that socket is. I believe it dropped on the ground while I was removing some parts on a truck down back. I've got snow. I didn't go down to retrieve it. I gotta take the mechanic to go down and just take a quick look. I'm pretty sure I know where it is. I just gotta get it. I don't want to lose that or get that tool's rusty. Those are, I believe they are SKs. That's an old set I have. I do have some old Craftsman, small breaker bars, sockets. That's all regular. This is all metric, and various tools in the drawer. So that's kind of basically what I use. I've been playing with this stuff in my business and for my own use for probably, I started when I was 12. I'm 50, going to be 58, so yeah, a long time. So I got to build some shelving. I'm off this week from my normal job, so I'm going to build some shelving in the back room and remove all this stuff. Water pump. There's a couple little generators. My big generator. All these tools get out of here so I can have my garage back and clean this up a little bit. And the biggest tool you really need if you're working every day is you need a big air compressor. Not a real expensive one. I think this is a Black Max, they call it, Napa. I have some new lighting in the corner right there. That's going in the shop because the shop was temporary lighting when I built it 12 years ago, and I'm still using that kind of lighting. It's basically that bright light right there. So I've got 5 more of those, or 6 to go in the building here. And one of the other tools you need is you need a nice warm fire. And it's hard. I've done it out in the cold. I still work out in the cold sometimes, but it's a lot easier to work in. So I'm running a little long on this video. It is 60 degrees in here. I started the fire around 8 o'clock. It is 10:15. So it'll get to like 70 in here. Need a good radio. I have a hoist that was used. A lot of this stuff I bought, reconditioned, and used for my own. Salt, or that's actually calcium chloride pellets for the sidewalks. We use salt on the regular parking lots, and then we use calcium chloride on the sidewalks. It's sidewalk safe, so we don't ruin the sidewalks and cost me some of my income I'm trying to make in the winter. I can't throw lights away. All those lights work. I've been on various pieces of equipment. That's the stuff that's in your head that you just can't get rid of sometimes. It just, well, there's that little, the chop saw, another relatively inexpensive piece of equipment that I bought that actually has saved me a lot of work. So I've done everything in this shop, from rebuilding my John Deere 310D backhoe motor in frame, to I painted this truck this fall in here and re-lettered it. New fenders, doors, bumper, front bumper, used one, but a good one. Put a chrome grille in it. So we've done stuff like that. You've seen some of the other videos we've done. So that's kind of the basic tools I have. Various clamps and vice grips. I have different drawers with vice grips. Old drills, bits that I saved that we reuse. Vice grips. Odds and ends of pliers, not very organized, but at least they are where they are. And some various tools for working on stuff. So, and make sure you use, make any difference but use the gloves, because the solvents and stuff are not good on your hands, and you can hurt yourself by not using gloves and absorbing fluids into your system. And you want to live to 100 and keep working on all this stuff. So that's just kind of a quick update on what I use for tools, and so I guess that's it. So have a good day. I will try to shoot a video of me crawling under that truck, maybe, and changing that cam sensor. But it doesn't look like it's a very easy job. This truck has a plow frame on it, so I'm not sure how I'm going to really attack it. The easiest way would be to pull the radiator and the fan shroud to get in there, but I'm going to try to do it without doing that. Okay, so we've been busy plowing. We've been having some snow and ice, and that's where I'm off to right now. The truck's warming up. I've got to go scrape a couple parking lots that we salted pretty heavy this morning. They're pretty much slushed right up. I'm going to scrape them off so they're nice and bare for their customers this afternoon. Have a good day.